Hi, hello. So for today's video, I'm going to be redesigning Monster High characters. And I know a lot, the reason I'm doing this is because one, I've seen other people do it, and two, I have had people in my real life complain about the cartoon and the live action designs, which is what I'm redesigning. And some people really like the dolls, I don't know. I wasn't, oh god, I'm going to die, or I'm going to get slaughtered, but I was actually kind of scared of Monster High dolls, but it wasn't because they were monsters. It was because when I was a very small child, I got some for Christmas, and I wasn't really a doll person, and then I had a nightmare. All my dolls came out of the box and attacked me, including those dolls, and so all my dolls, including those dolls, went to go live in my closet. So, I mean, you know, but I really like their designs, and as an older person, and not an 7-year-old, I can appreciate the dolls, and I've actually gotten into doll customizing, if I said that in my last video, and yeah, I'll just say that for this drawing that I'm doing, so I should say first things first, I'm doing Claudine, and, oh wait, I just remembered. Okay, so I'm gonna shill, but, yeah, so if you like this video, you should subscribe, and if you are already subscribed, you should share. Thank you. Now back to the actual video. So for this first, I'm doing them in the order that I drew them in. So the first one I did was Claudine, because looking at her old design and then hearing people describe her old personality compared to whatever they're doing with her now is just, or with her outfit now, is just, no. And I am somebody who despises clashing patterns I despise clashing patterns more than a normal person should, unless they're done like correctly. And when I mean correctly, I mean like the one other pattern is like super subtle and you can't even notice it really, because when they're too like on the cartoon one, there's two different patterns on there, and I just want to, like, curl up into a ball. So I immediately fixed that. I also wanted to fix the fact that they just kind of mellowed her out. She was this kind of bad. She looked like, and she was, from what people said that I've heard, she was like a cool person. And I was like, why would they make her all nerdy when she was a cool person? And I understand that they changed their personalities as like the time goes on, but I feel like you still could have kept an ounce of like her, or you could have kept her coolness, and you can be cool and fashionable and smart. So I don't understand why they changed that, because you can be all those things, but you know. So I decided that I think in the final I kept the glasses from the cartoon one, because you can be cool with glasses. And also, I gave her more of her outfit, and I gave it's like a bodysuit with like cutouts on the side, and I gave her fishnets, with one side being just fishnets and the other side being a stocking ripped, like, you know, werewolf transform. I gave her, I thought the coolest thing someone could wear is a leather jacket, at least for like fashion, like people, I guess, like normal fashion and not like sci-fi or high fantasy fashion. I was like, leather jackets are badass. So she got a leather jacket, along with, I changed her hair. Before, her hair was very just kind of like wavy and pretty, and I decided to give her more of a 4C, or like really coily hair texture, because I thought it just, I don't know, I've seen other people do it and I think it looks way cooler, and like it definitely gives her different hair than the other two, which I realized when I was drawing these that I gave them all skirts and I wanted them all to have different silhouettes, but they're all different enough skirts. And also, I think with Claudine's hair, it's different enough from the others where she stands out. I also gave her a tail because she's a werewolf, and werewolves have tails. But yeah, that is Claudine. I really like drawing her, and yeah. Also, I should mention I did half bodies because I've been very busy at the moment, and so I'm really sorry, but it's just all I can do at the moment, and hopefully next week will be better. I've already started recording for next week, so hopefully I'll have more, or I can do more. Okay, now on to Draculaura. So Draculaura is a vampire, and she's 1600 years old. Yeah, I remembered that. So looking at her old outfit, I concluded she's very much based off of, like, you know, like Lolita, and I've seen people, or Gothic Lolita, whatever, and like how people have made her more Gothic Lolita, and I've really liked that. I think it's really cute, especially since she's all pink, and so I decided to go with that. So what I did was I kept the pigtails because I know the pigtails are iconic, and then I gave her that like bat wing sort of neckline with fluffy sleeves, along with, I decided, since she is a vampire who can't be in the sun, obviously, you know, she'd burn like a little piece of bacon, I decided to give her really long socks and gloves so she could protect her arms and legs from the sun. And then, like, let's just say, like, at nighttime she can take them off if she wants to. I also gave her eyes where the white part's black. Oh, God, I forgot what it's called. Because she's a vampire, and I thought that made her look more monster-like because she just kind of has pink skin, and I was like, what could make her more monster-looking other than pink skin? And so I came along with that. And then I came up with that. I also, for her outfit, I gave her like a bat bow in the back, if you can see that, and then like a little corset, and then a dress, a pink dress with bat buttons, or bat bow buttons that go all the way down. It's really simple, but so I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, I could imagine like a doll, and I realized how complicated that would be, and I realized how complicated Claudine was, but I already finished drawing her, so I rectified my mistake here. And I also imagined that her skirt's like super fluffy, and it's the kind of fluffy where it's like all fluffy on the inside with a bunch of little petticoats, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was like really fun, and like imagining her walk with like this fluffy bouncy skirt, really cute. Overall, I had so much fun drawing her, and yeah, I also, one thing I wanted to say is I gave her split dyed hair, like in the new one, which the new one, I don't know why they made her a witch. I mean, like, okay, so you know how in The Sims, the vampires have powers? They could have just done that, and it would have been fine. I don't, like, you know, and you could have introduced a new witch character or something, and I feel like it's just kind of lazy to slap on a new identity to somebody who's just been a vampire. But yeah, I did like the split dyed hair. I think it made her more modern because, you know, that's like the thing now. Oh God, I sound so old. It's like I have split dyed hair. Like, you know, a lot of like teens are doing it, so it makes sense for me to do that. Okay, and now on to Frankie. So for Frankie, I had no clue what I was doing exactly, other than I despised her live action design, and I could tolerate her cartoon design that they gave her. So with Frankie, I just kind of decided, one thing that bothers me is, as you can see what I just did, Frankie is non-binary, and it goes by they, them, and it's like they didn't think to change anything to make sure people didn't just misgender like that, especially with a change like that. And so I decided to give Frankie, like, to still be feminine, because feminine, non-binary people exist, obviously, but also for them to have, like, a flatter chest, just so that, as from a design standpoint, someone could be like, oh, them, and then it wouldn't, you know, because I had this rant for a High Guardian Spice with Spice Dragon, Snapdragon, the one trans character and how much it bothered me that for the entire season she was a dude, and it just, a lot of people didn't know, and that they didn't have any marketing or even a transition for that character, and how it was kind of, to me, like an injustice and kind of just stupid, and like you're asking for your character to get misgendered, and it bothered me. Same thing for this. So I still wanted Frankie to be feminine, but for you to be able to tell. I also decided that with Frankie being all stitched up together, Frankie could have one of those split shirts. And I go through a lot of different colors on what the other half of the shirt should be. And I also made a split skirt, which again, I went through a lot of things, and I thought, oh, maybe I can make it clash and make it work. No. It did not work, and this took me the longest out of all of them to draw, because I was just screwing around with the colors. Like, I haven't even colored the hair yet, because I did remotely. I had no clue what I was going to make the hair. Eventually, I settled on the hair, the top being black and the bottom being orange. Oh yeah, another thing. I changed your hair to have a jellyfish cut, because I thought it was a nice hairstyle. I thought it was cute, and I thought it could work because of the just, like, choppiness of it, I guess. And if Frankie ever presented more masculine in a doll, you could, like, have that hair be, like, braided up, like the longer hair. And, yeah, that's all of them. I had a lot of fun doing this. I wish I could have drawn 3 full bodies, but like I said, I just did not have the time. And it sucks, but and oh wait, I was gonna say that also in the new one, Frankie has a prosthetic leg, and I didn't want to change that because I didn't want to erase any disability, so they get a prosthetic leg along with. I thought it would be really cool if this was a doll. I thought it'd be really cool if maybe, like, how Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas can, like, detach her limbs. I thought it'd be really cool if Frankie could do that, so that's why the hand on the shoulder, like, maybe she can detach her, or maybe they can detach their hand and just crawl around on their hand. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I was sorry for every time I misgendered the character. It's hard. They made it hard, and I don't understand it. But thank you guys so much, and if you like this video, you should subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.